I'm a professional.
Tech done. Okay, so Brian, can you tell me what your favorite part about Deep is, as we were talking earlier before?
Sure.
Of working on it. You said that you make the creatures.
Yeah, like, I don't know, I guess loads of different things. I usually do my thinking about Deep when I'm out running. So, I mean, very often when I'm out running, I get ideas for creatures that I want to make, and then I think about how they're going to work in my head, and then come home, code them, put on the VR headset, and lo and behold, there's a thing living, what looks like a living creature in front of me swimming around. So that, for me, is a very, very intense experience. That's probably what's the most enjoyable feeling of it, when I see one of my creatures come to life.
And can you explain just quickly what Deep is, for people who don't know?
Sure. So we call Deep a meditative and psychoactive virtual reality experience. So what happens is a player wears a breathing sensor, and as you breathe in and breathe out, your breathing basically is tracked in this VR experience, which is, it's basically set in sort of a fantasy underwater environment. And as you breathe in and breathe out in the real world, you basically float and sink in this virtual environment. And so, like, there's basically a journey that you go on in Deep. You start out in a cave and you travel through the cave system. You move out into a big open area, and then there's lots of different creatures that you encounter on this journey that you travel. So the whole idea is basically to help people to sort of become connected to their breath, and to become aware of their breath, and hopefully that way Deep can help relieve anxiety and mild depression.
Okay. And how do you think it engages with people who have anxiety specifically in a way that nothing else does?
So I guess what we're trying to do is to try and encourage people to become aware of their breath. So I mean, this is a kind of a very sort of well understood technique that's used, in yoga practice, for example, to help people to become aware of their breath. Like, it's a really sort of, a common technique that you get people to sort of breathe deeply and slowly, and that helps them to basically to become calm. So that's what we're trying to do in Deep.
And did you consult with any psychologists, psychiatrists, yoga practitioners to learn more about that?
Yeah, so we actually have a team of psychologists that we work with, and they work in Radboud University in the Netherlands, and they're basically, I suppose, like the scientific sort of experts, and they're basically doing, user testing or doing testing with Deep in psychiatric hospitals, basically to find out just how effective it is. So they're, like, if you like, the medical sort of input into the Deep project.
Okay, and what are people's reactions like when they try it?
So we get all kinds of different reactions. People typically find, I mean, it's a work in progress always. Like, we basically get really, really good feedback. We've had all kinds of different experiences. People sometimes cry, which has definitely happened, and then afterwards people just, generally the feedback has been extremely positive. So, I mean, we're very hopeful that the Deep project is actually going to work,
And what's the projection in terms of it becoming commercially available in the future?
So we have a lot of ideas for that. This year we're hopefully going to launch a Kickstarter very soon to sort of work towards bringing the project to market. So we'll be doing a Kickstarter where we'll enable people, by backing the Kickstarter, that they'll get a copy of the game, plus they'll get a breathing controller as well that they can use to control the experience. And this year as well, hopefully we'll be able to put an experience on Steam.
Okay, so yeah, that's everything. Thanks so much.
Awesome.